I spent the week in Iceland and I'm gonna show you the vegan food that I ate, the fun things that we did, share some interesting Icelandic history, and also some cozy family moments that we had along the way. I hope you guys enjoy this Iceland vlog / what I eat in a week vlog. There were some really special moments and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get started. Hey guys, I'm in Iceland. I'm actually staying in my cousin Frederick's bedroom right now. You can probably tell. He has the coolest room. These stairs actually go up to his bed, which is where I stayed last night. So you just like, doop, and there's like a little loft up there. So cool. And he very kindly let me stay here for the week. We're visiting family here and we got in last night and now it's the next day. It's morning. So I'm trying to kind of keep my voice down because everyone's still getting ready for the day. We've had coffee and pastries. My cousin got pastries from this place. Super good. They had some vegan options. And now we're getting ready to go explore the downtown area and I'm excited to show you Iceland. I haven't been here since I was 9 years old, so this is something I'm really looking forward to. Our first stop was a place called Sono. It's a vegetarian and vegan restaurant and it was really cold and windy on this day, so it was nice to come inside into a cozy space and have a very colorful and bright plant-based menu to choose from. I had the yellow dal with rice, some vegan yogurt, chutney, and cilantro, but my favorite was this waffle. We each got one with some coffee and they give you a side of oat whipped cream and this really delicious raspberry jam to put on top. The combination of the bright and tart jam with the creamy whipped cream with the waffle, which was like a little bit warm and crispy around the edges, it was delightful. After that, we headed to downtown Reykjavik, which is the capital city and also the largest city in Iceland. And it was the first permanent settlement in Iceland in the year 874. Today, it's known as one of the greenest cities in the entire world, and I really liked walking around and exploring the shops and the coffee shops. Icelandic coffee shops are next level cozy. The coffee is exceptionally good, and a lot of them have vegan pastries. There's several souvenir shops in this area, and it was really funny because when we walked in, there was a cat just taking a nap right in the middle of the scarves, totally unbothered. My cousin Andrea pet her, and she stayed asleep the whole time. But it was funny because I actually saw this cat in an Icelandic vlog that I watched in preparation for the trip. So I felt like I was meeting a local celebrity when I walked into the store and saw her pretty much on the exact same spot. I got some souvenirs for Nicholas and then we headed over to a local bakery to get something warm because it was a cold day. So we got an Earl Grey tea with oat milk and it was the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. The Blue Lagoon is one of the most interesting and unique places I've ever been. It's a man-made lagoon, but it's naturally heated and it has a mix of saltwater and geothermal water that's rich in silica, minerals, and algae. And our first stop was to swim over to where they give you the silica mask that you put on while you soak. So my cousins and I did that and you kind of let that sit on your face while you swim. Next stop was the swim up bar where you can get drinks, juices, and sodas. And then we kind of just swam over and explored. There's lots of different areas and steam baths and saunas and cold showers. It's a really fun place to hang out and so relaxing. We even saw some rainbows. After that, we got ready, kind of freshened up for dinner and went downstairs to the restaurant that they have there, which is called Lava, which is absolutely beautiful. It looks out over the lagoon and they even had a vegan friendly menu. One thing I noticed about Iceland is that all of the bread is so good. I had absolutely exceptionally delicious bread while I was there. And we had 2 different kinds of sourdough to start. And then I had a cold beetroot soup and some roasted cauliflower. It came on a bed of chickpeas and quinoa with roasted grapes. And it was really similar to the farro and grape salad that I posted recently on this channel. So I loved this. So amazing. It's a little bit touristy and some of my relatives here were a little bit apprehensive about going, and I totally get why. It's definitely not something that people who live here do very often, but bathing culture and jacuzzis and hot springs and pools are a really big part of Icelandic culture, and they told me that pretty much every neighborhood has a community pool and it's like a real community spot where lots of people come and that's where they hang out. And especially because the water is always nice and warm, they do it year round. But the Blue Lagoon I thought was amazing. Definitely a bucket list item for me, and I think worth doing, especially if you can find a time when, one, the weather is going to be good, and two, it's not too crowded, because it definitely is a nicer experience when you can kind of swim out into an open area and just hang out with your little group, which we did, and it was so nice and very relaxing. Like, we were just kind of like this for the rest of the evening when we went to dinner. Very relaxed and chilled, so I love doing that. They actually give you conditioner to put in your hair before you go in the water, because the silica in the water can be really drying to your hair, and a lot of people don't know that when they go there, so they'll just like dunk their heads in the water like a regular swimming pool, and then your hair can get very straw-like. So they tell you to kind of coat your hair from root to tip in lots and lots of conditioner, and that will help to create kind of a barrier, and we did that, and I feel like my hair is pretty much the same as it always is, so that was good. I washed it really well and did a deep condition. I would definitely recommend bringing something comfy to change into afterwards. I just had my jeans and my leggings and my daytime clothes with me, and I really did not want to put on like tight jeans after having been in the pool for so long, so that's one thing that I would do differently. I'm also really glad that I brought my own beauty products, because once you get out, you shower. You actually shower before and after you get in the pools here. You shower, put conditioner in your hair, and then when you get out, it's really nice to have like your face lotion and your body lotion and some lip balm to kind of keep all that moisture in your skin. I actually brought this body lotion with me. I just had it in my locker. I really like traveling with beauty products that I know I love. You guys know I love Osea products. I use their bath oil all the time back home and in my videos for like years. As soon as the Undaria body oil came out, I started putting it in my bath water almost every single time. And now they have this great new body lotion that's called the Undaria Collagen Body Lotion, and it's very lightweight and it absorbs quickly, so it's great for when you're taking a morning shower and you want to get on with your day. It has hyaluronic acid, peptides, and vegan collagen to deeply hydrate the skin, and it even has some turmeric in it, which makes my skin look really bright and glowy. They're offering my viewers 10% off if you use the link and the code in the description box below. The body lotion is also available in scented and unscented. The scented has that really nice citrusy scent that the body oil has, so it's nice to pair together. I'm definitely going to be using this all summer. So if you guys want to get the 10% off, use the link and the code in the description box below. We went to an Icelandic grocery store, found lots of fun things. These are licorice dates, different kind of Violife, rye bread. They have vegan rice pudding. How do you say it? Smoother.
Oh my god.
Can't really tell how big it is. Trust me, it's the size of my head. We found almond milk, rain-fed, which was actually delicious because the almonds were roasted, but my favorite thing was dates that have this licorice powder and then also this really salty coating. And it's not like chunks of salt like a pretzel. Like, it's not like a lot of salt. It's this really fine, salty, salty, salty licorice date. And it's like sweet and chewy and licoricey and super, super, super salty and sour at the same time. It's the most unusual thing I've eaten in a long time, but I really liked it. I did find that it was the kind of thing where you take a bite and you're like, oh, this is good, and then the salt hits you and you're like, oh my gosh, this is really strong. But then once it passes, you immediately want another bite. So it was really good. I'm really glad I tried that. Our next stop was the Golden Circle, which was truly awe-inspiring and so beautiful. We started by walking through a national park, and the name of this park actually translates to Assembly Field, because this is where they would assemble and hold parliament for 2 weeks out of the year. They began doing this annually in the year 930 and continued to hold parliament in this spot until the late 1700s. After that, we walked over to this waterfall, which was so beautiful, and I really loved the way the sunlight would kind of sparkle on the mist that surrounds the waterfall. It just felt really magical and beautiful. Then we made our way over to a lunch spot, but first we had some of these eucalyptus candy gummy mint hybrid things. They're really popular here in Iceland, and they were delicious and very refreshing. After lots of walking around in the cold, we came into this cozy hotel that has a vegan-friendly restaurant. They don't have a ton of vegan options, but they actually had a vegan lasagna and pizza, and so my clever cousin asked them if they could use some of the vegan cheese from the lasagna to make a pizza, and they did, and it was delicious. One of my favorite things about sitting there was actually the playlist. They were playing a really cozy, calm, kind of acoustic, relaxing playlist. And on the way to our next stop, my cousin played some similar music from Icelandic artists, and it was really nice. It made the drive so much more epic with the scenery. Our next stop was this beautiful waterfall known as Gullfoss. Foss in Icelandic means waterfall, and this one was massive. There was lots of mist coming off of it, and you could feel it while you were standing there. We did get a little bit damp, but it was entirely worth it because it was stunning. After visiting the geyser, we went over to my aunt and uncle's house and we had a family dinner. And already I know this is one of my favorite memories from the trip. First of all, this home is unbelievably adorable. My aunt is an incredible painter and she loves to make cute little animals like these ducks out of rocks that she collects. There's also a guest book that everyone signs when they come in, and so I took some time to fill it out and explain the day that we had. After dinner, we played a game called Scrawl, which I was very bad at. Okay, so I'm giving you the card now? I have to guess what the phrase is?
Oh, see.
Mine was this.
Lemonade? What is that? Is it lemonade?
Good job. Okay, so when life gives you lemons, turn it into lemonade. So the phrase is life-giving lemons. You have a lemon and you turn it into lemonade.
I did.
Going for beer and cocktails? Over to my aunt's house now for lunch, and then she's going to take us to the airport. But the last few days have been just very chill family days. We had a big family dinner yesterday and I made my sun-dried tomato pasta recipe, which is one that I think is really good if you're going to be cooking for vegans and non-vegans, because it's generally a hit. It's generally something people like, so that was fun. And we served it in a big family style bowl. I made a double portion of it and we all just kind of sat around the table and hung out, and it was really nice. Earlier that day we just kind of walked around the downtown area and we went to a lunch place called Mama's, which is all vegan, and it's on top of a jewelry store, and it's really good. Like my kind of food for sure. It's really colorful. We all tried something different from the main menu. So I had a West African peanut stew. One of my cousins got a red lentil dal, and my mom got a big colorful salad. I had a turmeric latte with cinnamon on top, which was so nice because it was cold yesterday. And they had fresh juices and kombucha, and it's a really colorful spot. I loved that place, and I definitely would recommend checking it out if you just want like healthy, hearty, colorful vegan food while you're in Iceland. I'm definitely inspired to make more dishes like that when I get home. After lunch, we walked around downtown Reykjavik, which is such a artistic and interesting place. Some of the stores there, whether it's a home goods store or clothing store, you really see this mix of kind of traditional Scandinavian design with a very actually kind of funny, irreverent, and lighthearted, colorful design as well. Case in point, this perfume designer. So instead of just having a typical scent note like it smells like flowers, this says brand new sneakers crushing fresh flower stalks against hot asphalt. And the entire paragraph is equally as funny to read. I love that they came in eco-friendly packaging. Instead of boxes, they're actually wrapped in fabric that you can use as a scarf later on. And right above each perfume is a visual representation in an art piece of what it smells like. So they have like dried rhubarb and citrus peel. I thought this entire display was very emblematic of the art scene in Iceland. It's eco-friendly, it has a lot of natural elements, it's very intentional, but it's also playful and creative and unique. I did pick up a couple souvenirs while we were out. I saw this gallery that had these small prints, and I think I'm gonna do like a gallery wall. I love the colors, I love the homes, and I'm really excited to put this together. I don't know where in the house it's gonna go, but I wanna have it as a set, probably like a gallery set. So got these. Also picked up this lava salt. It is sustainable salt from the West Fjords of Iceland, and my cousin said it was pretty good. So I'm excited to, I think, use it as a finishing salt, kind of sprinkle on top of things afterwards. Also this tea, volcanic tea. I've never had crowberries, but apparently they're really tart, and it also has rose pepper. Nicholas recently started drinking tea, usually in in the evening, so I think he'll enjoy trying this. It's gonna be a little gift for him. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me in Iceland. It's been such a whirlwind the last couple of weeks being in Norway and being here. It's honestly the best part has just been connecting with family members. So many of them I've either never met before or I met when I was a really little kid, and now we're grown up, and so it's nice to like have these new memories and also just to explore the natural beauty of Iceland. It is such a beautiful place, and in a lot of ways it remains very untouched and unbothered, and there's a lot of innovation here and a lot of focus on sustainability and environmentally friendly technology, but it's also a very natural landscape that the people here really cherish and respect, and so it was beautiful to get to see that. So I had a great time here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.